going to talk to you guys about something that is very, very near and dear to my heart, and that is the industry of radio. And I really wanted to bring you guys into a studio. I wasn't able to, and I can't bring a studio to you. So what I'd like to do is tell you about the different departments that make up a radio station, teach you how to effectively communicate with your audience, and also things to think about when you are being on the air. Who listens to the radio? Okay, just yell out your favorite stations. You're not
91.5.
Okay, great. That's one of our stations.
90.5.
Okay,
I do iHeart.
that's fine, good. Yeah, I used to be the music director for that station, actually. Awesome. Do any of you guys have a particular jock? I'm curious to see what your answer would be for Bob Rocks. Is there anybody in particular that you listen to the most on the radio? No. It's all for the music?
Katy.
I love that answer. Okay, fair enough. Well, let me tell you a little bit about these pictures. This is me on the radio here inside the WAYZ studio, and you can get a glimpse of what you would see inside a studio. There's a monitor here which tells us our songs that are coming up, when the commercials are coming up, when we need to talk. It is all computerized. This is a better picture inside the studio. This is the board that you run. Again, this is what is over here. The music, when you talk, commercials, it lays everything out for you. And these are your phones right here. You would record your phone calls into a separate computer, edit them, and put them back on the air. It might surprise a lot of people that it's not live 24/7. You put somebody on the air live, they drop an F-bomb, FCC catches it, and you're in a whole lot of trouble. So, next one I want to talk to you guys about are the different departments. There's the promotions department, and they really are the creative minds behind everything. They come up with the giveaways, they get the tickets, and they work a lot of times hand in hand with the jocks to come up with these great ideas, but initially the idea comes from promotions. They work with the jocks to implement this really, really great contest. And this is an example. We have a free show next Saturday at Barefoot Bernie's, and the information was given to our promotions team. They came up with this flyer that we're going to pass out to people, put it on the website, but this is work of the promotions department. If anybody wants to come, I would encourage you next Saturday, Barefoot Bernie's. It's going to be a lot of fun at 11 o'clock. And then there's a sales team. I don't care what anybody says, sales is the most important department in the building. They go out, they interact with the clients, they bring in the money. If the money's not coming in, there's not a radio station. Has anybody ever sold anything before? I'm just like you, Relinda. I sold for 6 months, I never made a sale. I was horrible at it. Great on appointments, but when it came to closing, it was just, okay, well, call me if you're ready. Yeah, let me know if you want to. It's a really, really tough job, and I give them a lot of credit because it's not easy. And then there's the production team. So once the sales people go out and sell to their clients, the clients say, okay, I want to advertise A, B, C, D. I want to run 60-second spots for a month. It's up to the production team to actually put it all together. And this can actually be a pretty challenging job if what you're given is very vague. And one of our biggest clients is the Pennsylvania Dutch Market. The Pennsylvania Dutch Market approached Versanity Broadcasting a couple years ago and said, we have this great idea. We want to promote our pig and ox roast. We want to promote Facebook, Twitter. These are the dates. This is the time. But we want to have a mascot. We want a mascot to be Clyde the horse. That was a very vague idea to bring to the table. So the production team, they're magicians, they put together a commercial, gave it to me and my co-host Tiny, and this is what we
Oh, Kentucky Derby. Oh, Preakness. Oh, when am I ever going to win the Triple Crown?
Glad, wake up! You're sleep dacing in your stall again!
Oh, I was just dreaming about all those special summertime deliveries I've been making to the Pennsylvania Dutch Market.
Well, now that you're wide awake, tell me more about Hagerstown's genuine Amish market.
It's the stuff dreams are made of. Walk in and experience the aroma of all the fresh baked breads and other goodies. Then gander at all the fresh, seasonal, locally grown produce.
You've got my attention, Glad. Keep on going.
Well, you might want to sit a spell on some genuine Amish crafted furniture. When you get your second wind, you can take in all those fresh made deli items, unique crafts, and fantastic variety of food. I can't wait to start making those deliveries.
The Pennsylvania Dutch Market, Long Meadow Shopping Center in Hagerstown's North End. Open Thursday 9 to 6, Friday 9 to 7, and Saturday 8 to 4. Follow them on Facebook and Twitter.
And that's just an example of something that was so vague. Actually, is great. Love or hate the commercial, you remember it. And that's what advertising is all about, is having a memorable message. Now, what I believe to be the holy grail of a radio station, programming. These are your on-air personalities, the people that are on the air, interact with the listeners, build relationships, also build relationships with the clients. And it's a lot harder than just being on the air for 3 to 5 hours. There's a lot more that goes into it. We also have to keep the public informed if there's any kinds of natural disasters or school closings. We have to get on the air and make sure that the public is informed. And obviously, I love this department. This is my favorite. There's a picture of me and my co-host Tiny when we were out live on location. But it's a really, really fun job, and I love it. Now, what I would like to do is, starting with Raylinda and working around the circle, I want you to say the name of the station. I want you to say the point, and this is not ways. Each of these letters is isolated. So Raylinda, say the name of the station for me.
104.7 WAYZ.
Chris?
104.7. Nope, I'm already caught.
That's okay.
104.7 WAYZ.
Good, nice radio voice too.
Thank you.
Me,
Yeah,
104.7 WAYZ.
okay.
104.7 WAYZ.
Now, all of you said this, except for maybe Chris, how I would have said this 8 years ago. This letter is 2 words. It's double U. Double U. When you get, this is one of the first things that I was taught when I got into radio, is to be as clear as possible. So it's 104.7 double U. Double U. Say it with me. Double U. Double U. Double U. It's very important when you're on the air to be as clear and concise as possible. People have to know what you're saying, and it might seem so silly. It's just a letter, but these are the things that you constantly have to be thinking about. And now whenever I see that letter, it's always double U. So when you're putting a break together and you're getting ready to go on the air, there are a couple things that you need to think about. You need to be brief and you need to be concise. You have a listener's attention initially for 7 seconds. You have 7 seconds to really get their interest, or you're going to lose their interest. It's also important, like we just talked about, to enunciate. And I threw in accents here because this is interesting to think about. We had a guy who worked at the station who was from Australia, and he had a beautiful, beautiful accent. I mean, I could listen to him talk forever, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. And on the air, the listeners couldn't either, and it created a bit of an issue because people weren't understanding what he was saying, so what were they doing? They were tuning out or going elsewhere. So I have this really weird accent. I say salad and sour cream. Where I got it, I have no idea. And I'll never forget the first time I said salad, people were calling me. What's a salad? I'm not sure what that is. So it was something I had to think about because to me, it just seems so natural to say salad. Doesn't everybody say that? No? On my way to work in the morning, to warm myself up, I do a tongue twister. My go-to tongue twister is Unique New York. And if I can say that 3 times and I don't mess up, I know that I'm ready to go on the air. So what I'd like to have you guys do is stand. We're going to do some tongue twisters. Does anybody know why we would be standing for this?
Your diaphragm.
Yes, yes, excellent. When you're standing, you got your shoulders back, your back is straight, you can speak so much clearer on the air. When you're hunched over like this, it's not nearly as clear as when you're standing. So, here is a tongue twister. There's 2 on here. You can pick which one you want. There's Unique New York and Aluminum Linoleum. Aluminum Linoleum, Aluminum Linoleum. So, I don't care, Raylinda, do you want to start? Pick one and say it 3 times, and it's okay if you mess up. It is perfectly acceptable. You're probably going to. At your own speed.
Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York.
You are ready to go on the air. Good. That was good.
Unique New York. Unique.
It is hard.
Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Good. You're ready to go on the air.
I'm going the same one, 'cause I can't pronounce
Aluminum linoleum is tough. It is a tough one.
Unique New York, Unique New York, Unique New York.
You're a pro. Sarah, what you got?
Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Good, good, good. And listen, when I'm feeling really daring, you guys can sit back down. There's one that somebody told me about. It's red leather, yellow leather. Just try that quickly. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow. That's the hardest. That is the hardest tongue twister I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh my gosh, but if I can nail that one, I know I'm ready to go on the air. So once I get through 3 of them, one of them 3 times, I know I'm good to go. This is so important. When you are warmed up,